So another video, this is part 2 and I hope you enjoyed. Good day everybody, welcome back to another video. We're doing part 2 this time and we're going to discuss yet again another few aspects that contribute to what we know as music. We will not make this video as long as the previous one because 30 minutes is a very long time. I completely understand you. I would not watch a video for 30 minutes unless it's a sermon or a study. Okay, I would watch it. Anyways, so watch this video and watch the previous one and the other ones that were there before that. But then, thank you again for coming back and I hope you enjoy this video. Let's begin. Number 1. Again, music. Let's try another song. He steals my soul by saying. One last try. One last. Jesus. Now then, yeah, I like those effects. They're super nice. We begin with music. The first thing we're going to discuss is music in general. You see, there are different types of music. There's pop music. There's there's pop music, there's R&B, there's rock and roll, there's classic. Ooh, classic music is not. No. That's very nice. There's the most confusing one, which is jazz. Musically, it's very confusing, but easy to understand once you are there. But we're not going to discuss that. But then our focus now is going to be Adventist music, to be specific. Now, Adventist music has changed within the years, as music would be if it were to progress with time, because people would get to learn more and more about music, and at the end of the day what you had in the beginning would not be what you had in the end, because the end is better than the beginning, or some might say the beginning is better than the end. I don't know what your preference is. You might prefer old music compared to the modern music, but Adventist music has changed and we will not deny that. There are 2 videos I want to mention specifically. There's this one, Be Thou My, and then there's this one. Now this one I forgot the guy's name, but he sings very well. You should look up his channel. I'll link it in the description box below. This is Pentatonics. Pentatonics also did an evolution of music throughout the ages, and it's a very nice thing to listen to. Go and listen to it and understand. Pause the video. No, don't pause the video. Just go watch it afterwards because you might not come back. Anyways, music has changed throughout the years and there are different types of Adventist music because of this. Many people prefer to sing old Adventist music. Some people prefer to sing the modern Adventist music. Examples would be, let me see, oh yes, the Hymns Ensemble. It's not old Adventist music, it's very nice Adventist music. They're one of my favorite groups and I hope you listen to them. No, I can't link the channel below, but I'll play their song yeah, as a backtrack to this video. But anyways, Radiance a cappella, Rudo a cappella, Asante, and many other groups, Take 6 and VM6 in Namibia, and another group from Angola, I just forgot it. But these groups sing more modern music in comparison to the Hymns Ensemble. The Hymns Ensemble does a classic, if I would categorize it as classic music, but then the Hymns Ensemble, I mean not the other groups now do a more contemporary version of music. Now in this contemporary version of music you have different genre, not in this context, in today's world you have different types of Adventist music. Now music has changed and throughout the years, and I hope you will see that in the videos that I linked in the description box below. However, the dates are popping up, the years are popping up now, and you can see that in all these years music has changed variously depending on how they were sang. The reason why music usually differs, to be specific, especially Adventist music, is because you have Adventists in America, some in Asia, some in Africa. Now their backgrounds contribute to how they compose music, and the composition of music is basically determined by the background from which a person comes from. You see, a black person from Africa would incorporate drums into their music naturally because we love drums, that's what we play with. However, someone who grew up in Asia will have some Asianic instrument to play with, and then in America they would have what they have in America. So basically background attributes many items that that influence the type of music that a person sings. That's why we have different types of Adventist music. Now then, speaking about types of Adventist music, I'm looking at my computer, so you don't judge me when I do this. Yeah. Anyways, types of Adventist music. I watched the video by the King's Heralds, Heralds, and they sang a song called Sweet Sweet Spirit. Just listen to it quickly.
There are sweet expressions on each face, and I know that it's the presence of the Sweet Holy Spirit, sweet heavenly dove, stay right here with us.
That's a very short part of the song, but I want you to go listen to it with your own time. They sang it in different types of music. Now they list them, and the list contains of 7 types of music, and basically it just goes to show that one song can be sang differently depending on how you know music as a person. We should not judge each other because one person's music is not better than the other, but we will discuss that matter at the end of this video when we address the comments that were given in the previous video. Now then, the music types or styles that were described in the video by the King's Heralds are: number 1, traditional. Then you have southern, and then you have the 50s style. From the 50s style you have country music. Going from country music, you have western, and then you have barbershop, and then you have Gregorian chant. Yes, I said that word correctly. Now these types of music are all different. They are not accepted by the Adventist church. I mean, the guys are Adventist, the men. Yes, they're very grown men. The men are Adventist and they sing the type of music. There's nothing wrong with the music. But some people might deem specific music wrong by virtue of background. Yet again, we mentioned that. Let's not judge one another. Paul says it in Romans chapter 14. But hey, it's not a study right now. We'll do studies in the days to come. However, these types of music are basically, the reason why they differ is because of what I said again. Background. You have country music and Gregorian chant. I hope you understand. And then there's traditional English music. I won't sing. But point is, music differs depending on the background from which you come from. Now, saying that music differs, in the previous video we discussed voices. Voices are basically a main particular aspect to determining sound of music. If you sing with 4 voices, you will not sound the same as a group that sings with 8 voices. And that's basically because they fill in the gaps you cannot reach by virtue of your lack of numbers. And that's how music basically differs, because you get one group that is so educated and sings very well, and then you get another group also very educated but sings very well but with 4 voices. I've heard people that sing with 4 voices, others with 8 voices, and many a times I'd say the 4 voices were kind of better. Stellenbosch is an exception. Those guys, magnifique. Wow. I wish I was French. Voila, what. But no, je ne passe pas le français. Yes. A friend of mine taught me that. But nevertheless, 8 voices. Last video I made, I described the 8 voices and I said in which range they sing. I said C2, G4, what, numbers. But then, at the end of the day, you would not know how the voice sounds like because you're just hearing notes. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You're just hearing musical notes that you don't understand and don't know how they sound like. Now let's just quickly do a recap on the voices that we spoke about last time. Now, there are 8 voices, yet again. The voices are: number 1, soprano, mezzo-soprano, alto, contra-alto. And then for the male, these are for the females by the way, and then for the males we have countertenor, tenor, baritone and bass. Those are the voices that exist when 8 parts sing together. Now, I'm going to allow you to listen to examples of those people singing. I looked up a few friends of mine that I deem to be fitting for that specific voice category. The reason why I decided it is because mezzo soprano, like it should sound like this. Soprano, you see, if it's high, it should sound like this. Really, in all honesty, contralto, you're like, what is contralto? But by virtue of understanding that this one has to be lower than this one and that, you can deduce what contralto is and what countertenor is, the difference between them and all of that. Anyways, now for the examples, I asked a few friends of mine and I hope you enjoy them. I'm going to play their full clips. The reason why I'll play their full clips is because people took time to make these videos, and it would be very rude for us to make a video and just cut. Imagine you make a video for like 1 minute. Someone says, hey, make a video for 1 minute, and then I will link it in my video, and all of a sudden you are just there for 5 seconds. Yeah, I will cry. I feel very bad. But anyways, let's listen to the people. The first person we have up is Mercy. Mercy sings for Young Disciples. She also sings for another group we mentioned. Yes, Young Disciples was in the previous video, the group, and also Hope Singers. She sang for that group also. Here is Mercy.
Then trim your limbs, my breath and dear. Then trim your lamps with godly fear. Their master's coming, draw it near. Let every lamp be burning. Then trim your lamps, my breath and dear. Then trim your lamps with godly fear. Their master's coming, draw it near. Let every lamp be burning. Then trim your lamps, my breath and dear.
Now then, you have heard what soprano sounds like. Now let's go downwards according to the voice. We started with the highest voice and we're going down. Mercy said she had a flu, so if it's not mezzo soprano, find her and you will be blown out of your seats because yo. Anyways, mezzo soprano. I asked someone called Manga. Manga is a very good singer. She is from Walvis Bay, the Wuhan of Namibia. A friend of mine says. But yes, Manga is from Walvis Bay and she sings mezzo soprano. Let's hear her.
Draw me nearer, nearer, blessed Lord, to the cross where thou hast died. Draw me nearer, nearer, blessed Lord, to thy presence.
Continuing, I hope you got the difference between Manga and Mercy, the vocal range note differences. Yes, see, it's very hard. Descriptive English, not prescriptive English. We move onwards to the next section of voices, which is alto. Now, the person I asked to sing alto is Jennifer. Jennifer is a very good friend of mine. She sings for Higher Praise, Windhoek Central Youth Choir today, which was all three were in the previous video, and other groups, man. Yeah, that's she. Maybe there are other groups. Anyways, we're not going to talk about that. Jennifer is going to sing our alto. Let's listen.
Be thou my vision, O Lord of my heart, not be all else to me, save that thou art. Thou my best thought, by day or by night, waking or sleeping, thy presence my light.
And that's Jennifer singing alto. I hope you hear the differences between the different voices. We continue. And this one was very hard to find because I only know 3 people. Let me just shout out, because you need to understand. For those who live in Namibia, we have 3 people. There are many. I just don't know them. But the ones I know are these ones. We have, see, life is hard to remember names. We have Josephine, then we have Philna, and then we have Rosie. These 3 people know how to, they naturally sing contra alto. And the person I asked is, okay, I tried asking everyone, but then there were excuses from the other sides, valid ones to be specific, not just, no, I don't want, no, very valid excuses. And lastly, Rosie came through, thank God, and she sang contra alto for us. Let's listen.
In the dark of the midnight have I robbed, hid my face, while the storms out above me, and there's no hiding place, mid the crash of the thunder. Precious Lord, hear my cry, keep me safe till the storm passes by, till the storm passes over, till the thunder sounds no more, till the clouds roll forever from the sky. Hold me fast, let me stand in the hollow of thy hand. Keep me safe till the storm passes by, till the storm passes over, till the thunders.
And that is contra alto. We move on and we now go to the male section of singing. Yes. Now we start off with our countertenor. I have a friend, his name is Xperia. Xperia has a very high vocal range. Sometimes when he sings in his falsetto voice, he sings female notes better than many females would sing them themselves. And I'm surprised. It was an inspiration. That's why I also started learning how to sing those very strange high notes. But anyways, countertenor, Xperia.
I heard an old story, how a Savior came from glory, how he gave his life on Calvary to save a wretch like me. I heard about his groaning, of his precious blood's atoning. Then I repented of my sins and won the victory. Oh, victory in Jesus, my Savior forever. He sought me and bought me with his redeeming blood. He loved me and I knew him. And
Up next we have a friend of mine again. Okay, why do I keep on saying a friend of mine? But point is, they are friends of mine. But then up next we have someone who's going to sing tenor for us. He sings, the video was, and the group was also in the previous video.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
The world is not ending. Yeah. The reason why I'm making this video is because the previous guy I asked to sing the tenor part didn't come through. So now I just make this video to tell you, no, it's going to be someone else. It's going to be Elder Junior Kasongo. Enjoy.
Miliko kuwa kisivi ahuko na hutwako na ndwa hengwi atulwane sina tulevuvi talimaku Jesu akufe mata ukupe kumule nami akuvavalele ulata kukutusa akufe mata ukupe kumule nami akuvavalele ulata kukutusa akufe mata.
I hope you can hear the difference between countertenor and tenor. The basic difference is countertenor is high. It's like a guy when you surprised him. When you came out of the, you see when the person is walking here and it's a wall like this. Yeah, let me show. The person is walking here and you're hiding here. By the time they get here and you scare them, the way men scream at a very high pitched voice, that I would say is countertenor. But then tenor is just the voice they sing in church. When they say sing tenor, that's the voice they usually sing. That's what we deem to be tenor. We then move on and we will look into this specific voice called baritone. Baritone is not a very known voice. Many people say, yeah, I sing baritone, but to truly sing baritone, I really doubt it. But anyways, baritone will be sang by no, he's my friend. I'm going to classify him as my friend for the sake of this video. A friend of mine named Abraham. Let's listen to him.
Nova ya kusamewa mibili itawiwayo njila mumuzi wangolire vayo wimba zimbo waluzunda ngambo vazamuka nguyo wabola.
And that was Abraham. He sang the baritone for us. I hope you understood the different. You heard the differences between the voices. I'm trying to make this video very short, so please bear with me if I'm rushing through everything. Pause if you need time to process everything. I would accept. You can even pause now. Okay, break over. Anyways, I hope you have processed everything. Now we move on to the last voice, which is bass. Bass will be sang by a friend of mine yet again. His name is Bothman. I don't know what his real name is. This guy, I think he's a drug dealer or something, but anyways, we're not going to discuss that. Bothman is going to sing bass for us, and so when he goes extremely low, what he's doing is called a vocal fry. In the previous video I failed to explain this, but when I was speaking about what determines your singing voice, I did not mention head voices, chest voices in the middle. Now let me explain it this way. Let me throw up a picture. There we go. Look at the picture. Now you see the upper part. The upper part is surrounded by a circle, and that circle goes to show that that's the head voice. The lower circle goes to denote the chest voice. Now the part where they mix, in mathematics, it's called what? The union, intersection. Yeah, it's intersection. Yeah, where they intersect. That I didn't fail mathematics. Yeah, let's leave that. Where they intersect, that part is called the break, the passaggio, or the middle. That area is where the sugar is. When you sing from your head voice, you can still hear your normal speaking voice, your chest voice still. But with the middle, there's something interesting that is done. Whenever you hear someone sing and they move from a very low note to a high note, there's an area where their voice just switches. Let me make an example. I hope you understood where the break, the middle, the passaggio was in the indication which I just gave. Anyways, moving on.
Go to all the world, 'cause salvation is brought to mankind. Tell the world he cares. How will the people know? Go to all the world. Salvation is brought to mankind, telling the world he cares. When will God's people know?
Now then, we have described the specific voices. Now we're going to look at something we said we'll look into next time, which is mainly two things, two voices. Baritone, which was mentioned, baritone, and another voice which is midlock. Now midlock falls, it should fall rather in between tenor. Tenor should be the lowest note of midlock, should be in tenor, should no, not in tenor, above the tenor range, which means it should be in the counter tenor range and slightly entering into the contra alto vocal range. That's when a male is singing it. Those are the two voices we're going to discuss now. I'll hand over to my other self, my virtual, my voice-over self, so that he explains to you how that works. Now, but before we go there, there are two groups we're going to look at. Number one is restoration, and number two is emancipated. Yes, we go down to baritone. Now, the reason why I earlier said many people think they know what baritone is, but they don't, is because of this. Allow me to explain by virtue of my voice-over self. We're going to look at two groups again. Seda, I don't know how to say that word. It means a flower, I hope. And then we're going to look at Rudo a cappella. My sister's name is Rudo, something like that. It's a Zimbabwean language, Chona. It means love. Rudo, love, a cappella. Kondanani, love one another. Love, Rudo.
Okay, hey guys, I'll be the one explaining the whole, okay, I don't even know I'm explaining what I'll be doing, but basically, yeah, since you know what I'm doing, let me just go ahead to do what I have to do. I'm going to use the specific groups. The first one is Rudo, and with Rudo we'll be seeing where baritone is. The second one we'll do is restoration, and we'll look at the song Bola. And this song, this is Wakashomeya. That's the song we are listening to. Let me just give you a more, sorry, that's my cousin in the background. Rudo Capella, Kondanani. There's the song we'll be looking at. Just listen to how it starts. There's no baritone here, but there's a baritone when they sing it. Okay, maybe there is baritone. Anyways, that's not what I'm discussing, but anyways, Rudo Capella. They are singing the song. This is the group. Now, probably just to introduce the people, okay, which is not necessary, but anyways, here you have the guy. He's a baritone, he's a first tenor, he's a baritone, he's a second tenor, he's a bass, he's a second tenor, he's a first tenor, he's a second tenor, and he's a bass. Now, these guys switch places and they start singing the song. Now I want you to notice that this guy will sing bass, but then this guy will do some baritone effect. I'll let it play the first time and then I'll sing along the second time so that you hear. This was a live stream by Gospel Music Cloud on yeah, it's a program they call Together at Home. I would advise that you have earphones when listening to this so that you hear. This guy makes it vibrate. Watch him. Yeah, I think you can see him moving. He's singing the baritone. Now, he does this. That's what he does. That's the baritone. One more time.
And it's something that's done in many groups. Let me just divert because I said I'll just do two groups, but the hymns ensemble also has a baritone. Let me see. Jesus, the very thought of thee. A part where the baritone is very audible. Let me just run to that part. Sorry for the background noise. Jesus, the oh. Jesus, be thou our glory now. Listen.
And through eternity,
And through eternity. That part, just listen again. I'm singing along to it.
and through eternity,
And through eternity. That's basically how baritone sounds like. I'm sorry that I can't sing a whole song, but I'll try my best to sing as far as possible with the the restoration group. The baritone, just an introduction to the guys. They sing a song called Vola, originally sang by Fountain Gates, but Fountain Gates revamped it again. But the guy here is the one singing the bass. He's also a bass singer. He is the tenor singer. She's singing the alto. She sings the soprano. And in the song, in the audio, he does both the midlock and the baritone. But I guess in the video he was just doing the baritone. That Sia. Listen to it again. Vola Jesu laita Sia irion seaniga. That's the baritone. If you didn't hear it, there's a more prominent part where it's louder. Wait, let me find it. Jingano agawira diwe. Here, listen. Gobola muso egi gobola moyo apenga mwana wangu Bola Jesu that gets lost, but yeah. Bola Bola Bola. I think you can also see Bola. Oh, Maya. Maya. Shout out, guys. Maya is a very good bass singer. Sorry, let me just close my door. He's a very good bass singer. I don't know why. Sings very well. I think you saw him in one of the previous videos where today was singing. He's the bass singer for today. Yeah. Look at this guy. Look at him. That part where the baritone does. He does. Sorry. Moyo apenga mwana wangu Bola Jesu la Bola I think you'll see him also tuning that there. So basically that's baritone in a nutshell. So my mistake, I was only supposed to make 2 examples
of the baritone voice, but then I added restoration. I don't even understand why, but yeah, life. This is, by the way, this is how much work I go through just to make one video. So I saw Felix commented and he said we are waiting for part 2, and I really apologize for taking forever. But the reason why I take forever is because, imagine, look here, 111 items, and this does not include everything. To you guys, you see one video, but in actuality, look at how many videos I actually make. All those videos. This is the video where I'm walking, that's the introduction. These are behind the scenes video. I hope you'll see the behind the scenes now. And I just thought about doing it, but it's a lot of things you have to look up. Pop effects, just to make things, make that sound. That, yeah, all of that, and just photoshopping things out so that they are transparent and they fit nicely in the video. These are the people's pictures which I had to look up on Telegram to include them, and then I had to Google Asante and Rudo's pictures, Avi Kaplan, Jeff Kostelowski, and all these people. So I apologize for taking forever. It's very hard to balance because there's a lot of things to do. But anyways, the last baritone. This is one of my favorite groups. Okay, this is one of the groups that I team to sing very nicely. Their name is Seda. I told you I can't say the name, but listen to the baritone here.
He stills my soul by saying, fear not, I will pilot thee. Though the sea may rage with storm, he stills my soul with peace and hope. Comfort, grace, he offers free. All I need is trust and faith.
There's another part. Let me just make it bigger so that I'm here.
Marry not my child, Lord, I will pilot thee.
Here.
What shall be our feet when the Lord is on our side? Let us turn our hearts from doubt and know that God is there on time.
Wait, I lost it. It's even there. Yeah, it's there, but yeah. I hope you saw what I mean by, hey, this is the baritone. If you should have gotten even a vague concept of how it sounds like. Yeah, the group will look at when it comes to Midlock, and I want to apologize because Midlock is not my best voice, but I just want you to hear it. It's also in restoration. I want to believe, not that it's there, but this part, the baritone. Remember, this guy sings the Midlock, so yeah, initially I said that we'll look at two groups, emancipated and restoration when it comes to the Midlock. But again, I said I might not sing along because I'm not so sure where it is. But basically, if you can just try to listen, it's a voice. I asked Obey, how does this Midlock voice work? And it says it's a voice in between alto and soprano and alto. Yeah, between these two. That's why I guess it's between them. But wait, there's a part. Here. Okay, let me explain what you should look for. I think he's singing, and he's saying that Vola, vola. That I don't have the best high notes, so yeah, don't. I'm a bass.
Did he just call himself a bass? These altos also. Can someone please tell that guy that he's a contra alto? No, man. If only they knew he's a baritone, we'd not be having this conversation. That guy is a countertenor. I don't even know why we're talking about this, but let me eat my potatoes. That guy's a tenor, man. If only they knew he's a mezzo soprano.
Yeah, I'm here. Listen to it without me. That's the only example I can give you, Midlock. But okay, no, here at the Muso way Kobola. I feel like he also does the Muso that there's the tenor one, but then there's one that's above tenor. Just try listening. I think I'll sing it along if I can. That Medlock is a very strange voice because it has to sing the minor notes while the other voices are singing the major notes. If you don't understand, I think in part 3 of Adventist music, I'll cover music notations, the tonics of Fa, which we spoke about, which is the do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, la, do, and then the A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, which is the staff notation. But Medlock basically, in musical terms, sings the minor notes while the others sing the major notes, so as to add a balance. So when a friend Tanya, yeah, I mentioned him. Is it in this video? Yeah. Oh yeah, I made the other video already. So yeah, there's one. Tanya, who commented, also mentioned that we should study this whole music, like the notations and everything. But we were talking one time, and he said the Medlock has a tendency of bringing tension within the singing. When you feel like the song is about to enter into discord, the thing that causes the tension is now the Medlock. Now one more time. Let me go back and then. Sorry, this video is an example of baritone, and the last one is emancipated. Introduction of the members. Again, we have the bass singer, the last one, the baritone. This is the alto, this is the soprano, this is the tenor, this is the midlock. Many people have argued and said, this is not the tenor. I don't know. I didn't ask them. I just judged and decided, hey, you will be the alto, you will be the tenor. So if I'm wrong, I apologize, but this is what I think. Or I should have put that thing of what is this, disclosure or something like that, that thing that plays in the beginning. But anyways, I'm talking too much and this video is very long, so I'm trying to rush. But where he says it goes straight, man. I'll sing along. So so that you hear. That's the midlock guy. I don't know much about here at the end. There's also it just goes extremely straight at the end. So that's how midlock sounds like. I hope you've understood that. Back to my normal self.
I hope you understood how it works and how midlock sounds like. I just let you listen to restoration because I can't hear the midlock there. But with the emancipated group, the guy who was standing on the right is the one who sings the midlock voice. Anyways, I hope you've understood. Now then, it would be useless to point out these specific voices if you were not learning how to sing and how they blend together. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to watch another video. I'm going to hand you over to my not voiceover self, but my not normal self either. But I hope you understand what is going to happen here. We're going to do the 4-part harmony and we're going to show you how each voice joins in with the voices that already exist. There's going to be what we call in Namibia soprano, alto, tenor and bass. I recently found out in Katima they call it lead, tenor, baritone and bass. Yeah. Don't ask me questions. People name things the way they want to name them. But yes, over to myself. Wait. No, I'm not. Hey guys, so now what I'll be doing is I'll explain the 4-part harmony thing where I'll ask a few friends of mine to come and help me out singing. But what I'll do now is I'll sing soprano, then my friend will come and help me with alto, tenor, and then bass. And then you'll understand how this 4-part harmony works. Okay, I'll be singing a song, Joyful, Joyful. It's like a Christmas carol. So I hope you enjoy the song. Anyways. Joy, joyful, joyful, we adore thee, God of glory, Lord of love. What I sang is soprano. In Namibia, that's what we call it. We call it soprano. Now, I'll ask a friend of mine, Simaneka. Yeah? Quickly come, man. He will help me out and he will sing alto. Now, with me singing soprano and him singing alto, we'll have a harmony that will be attained. Just listen if you don't understand, but you'll understand at the end. My name is Varde Simaneka, and you will see the others. Joy, joyful, joyful, we adore thee, God of glory, Lord of love. I hope you can hear the two voices coming together. Now, Daniel.
Yebo.
Quickly come, man.
Of course, I'm here.
Doing the other
Yeah, I'm here.
You like things, you know most. Anyways, he will be singing tenor, and we'll use all 3 voices to come together, and we will attain a harmony. You heard how I sounded alone with the alto, and now with the tenor. Joy, joyful, joyful, we adore thee, God of glory, Lord of love. Do you hear the harmony? The mix. Good. Now, last guy sings bass, very sour person. Doesn't have a name.
Yeah?
We're making a video, do you wanna be in it?
Nah,
Just come, man.
I don't want.
Cause like it's a video.
Will you pay me?
Yeah, we'll pay you.
Okay, fine then.
This guy likes me.
Money.
He'll be singing bass. So I sing soprano, Simaneka. I sing alto, tenor, and he will be singing
Bass.
perfect. So listen to the 4-part harmony. Joy. Wait. I'm getting a text. Are you being serious? This is why I don't like coming. Sorry. Joy, joyful, joyful, we adore thee, God of and that's the 4-part harmony. The mix. And yeah, that's basically how it works. So I hope you enjoyed this part of the video. The other part, not my story. So then, I hope you've understood that and how this whole 4-part harmony thing works. I mean, you have heard. If you couldn't hear, hey, maybe a further study will help you understand. But it doesn't come easy. For me, understanding this music thing took approximately 1 year. Yeah, most of the time I was just making noise in the church. The people still look at me and say, "You, if only you knew how you used to sound like." But yes, 4-part harmony, very simple. Soprano, alto, tenor, bass, very simple. We're going to listen to one more group before we conclude. That's very musical, extremely musical. I want to, in a male setup, they are going to sing these particular voices. The first voice, that's how we call them. First tenor, we're together. Second tenor, we're together. No, yeah. First tenor, second tenor, baritone, and bass. Yeah? But here's the twist. Between first tenor and second tenor, there'll be a voice. You will hear the drop in the voice, ne? And between second tenor, second tenor and baritone, which is how they call it in Zambia, but the group is, I think, from South Africa. They also refer to them like this. But between second tenor and baritone, there will be a voice called alto, male alto. So that's how they will sing, and the group is just 6. Listen.
Longizulu lidumisa inkosi abagade yazalelwe sipayeni kutulisi ngelosi. 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 Longizulu lidumisa inkosi abagade yazalelwe sipayeni kutulisi ngelosi.
I know. The first time I heard them, I was like, what? How are people able to do this? Which rock have I been hiding under since I don't know this type of music? But anyways, people are very musical. And finally, we'll look at something, and we'll look at the last, finally enough, we'll address the comments in the previous video. Now then, I asked you to say something you want me to explain, and you didn't. A few people did. Thank you, Vivian. Thank you, KK. Thank you. What's your name? Hey, I didn't forget your name. Thank you, Tanya. Yes. And a few other people that also commented. Thank you for the comments, guys. Very much appreciated, because I know then people are watching. Not these people that don't even subscribe. Others don't like. Nothing. I just wonder, I don't know, who ate your food that you are angry and you are not. Yeah, but anyways, no, let's not do that. Now then, Kiki commented, and this is the comment. Kiki said, "Amen. Be blessed, my brother. Just a suggestion. Maybe explore how can one know which voice they sing." Now, in the previous video, I explained that bass singer sings from a C2 to a G4, but that doesn't really make sense, because if you're watching this video, you probably don't know what the C4 is and what the G2 is. Yeah, I switched them, but anyways. Music is arranged in alphabetical notes. The lowest note a human being can sing, the lowest musical note is a C0. There's been talks about a minus, but we're not going to deal with that. The lowest note is a C0. The lowest one that can be hit is a G0 by Tim Storm and Tim Faust. These two guys are the ones who can hit a G0. Very low note. Listen to it. Now listen to it again. I hope you can hear how low it is. But anyways, the musical scale goes upwards from there. It's C, D, E, F, G. Now from G, then you go back to A, and then it's A, B, C again. And when you reach the second C, the octave changes. The small number goes to denote the octave. The lower the octave, the lower the note. The higher the octave, the higher the note. And so forth and so forth and so forth. But yeah, something that everybody usually knows but don't know that they know is we know these things. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Now watch this. I'm going to compare them with the notes, the alphabetical notes I just explained to you. I'm going to highlight them by color so that you see how they're equal. The only thing is the last note is the last do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. That do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Those two do's are in different octaves. That's why you will see here that it's a different C, C1. Okay, not a C1, but basically it's just, because I can't tell you which C it is. I'm not that musical. Yeah, I know. Perfect pitch, I boss. Not even absolute pitch. But yeah, we're going to discuss those things. Anyways, watch this. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, 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 do. I hope you can see how an octave is completely different. How a jump in an octave sounds like. Yes. And basically that is it. If you want to know how to your vocal range to be specific, I made a video. I released it at the same time with this one. Go watch it. And if you have time, please note down your lowest note and your highest note. And your lowest note and your highest note is basically where you are comfortable singing. You can go lower if you want, but it's up to you. Comment down and let others know where you can sing so that we know how others sound like and what is normal, what's acceptable, what is extraordinary, so that we know. Yeah, the thing Boss did, that's very nice. Not many bass singers can do it, but bass singers, please learn. Yeah. Tim Faust, Tim Storm, Avi Kaplan, other guy, Jeff Kastelowski. Yeah, these people sing very well. But nonetheless, another comment. So Kiki, thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. Another comment was from Vivian, and she said that we should wait, here it is. And Vivian says, this is indeed a great topic. I advise everyone to read the history of music from the Indiana, she was supposed to say Indiana camp meeting from the year 1990. She read it yesterday and she wants us to read it too. I read it. I'll link the links in the description box below. But basically, it's something very interesting that is said about the camp meeting. There was music that was very discombobulating. I hope that's the word. I don't even know what it means, but I think I used it correctly. But the music was used to such an extent that it heightened the soul to an extent where it forgot God. Music is intended to serve a holy purpose. God is supposed to be the honor of the music that we sing. The glory, the praise, and the honor should be going to Him. And at the end of the day, when you sing music that is too, yes, the mind loses track of the focus of the music. And at the end of the day, this is why, I say that word a lot, this is why Lucifer became Satan. Because of pride and because of thinking he knew better, and now he wanted the place of God. You see, it is said that many Sabbath-keeping Christians, what is this? Are worshippers of music. And yeah, I misquoted it, but yeah, basically it just says many people worship music. Instead of coming to church for the word, they just come for the music. My cousin, one time I played a song by Rudo a cappella, and she just started saying, my husband, my husband. Not that anything is wrong, Rudo, you sing very well if you're watching this video, but music should not be a ooh, ooh, ooh. It should be like, yo, God, you have done the most there. That's what the purpose of music should be. And it's just a warning that we should be careful regarding the music we listen to. Now then, we have come to the conclusion of today's topic. Everything I said, where I learned it, description box, go wild, go crazy down there, go crazy. Comment, subscribe if you want. Don't subscribe because you're forced to. No. I want you to see my notifications and you're like, oh, another video. No, please, let's be happy people. Let's be happy people. But shout outs and thank yous to specific people. Number one, Samira, the person who borrowed me their camera when I made my speaking in tongues video. She's a friend of mine from Grootfontein. Number two is Sandra. She's also a friend of mine who borrowed me a camera for most of my videos on this YouTube channel. If it's a good quality video, it's definitely from Sandra. Lovisa also borrowed me a camera. This camera which I'm using to film now, and the previous video was filmed with a camera. I apologize, Lovisa, if you're watching this, for taking your camera for forever. But nonetheless, I'd also like to thank Xperia. He gave me his camera for the nearer my God to thee. Ruben and Regan, they gave me their cameras also. It took extremely long. I think I should stop taking people's cameras for an extremely long time. But nonetheless, thank you for watching this video. During the charging break, I watched the video and it was 17 minutes then. I don't know how long it is now, but I am sorry for keeping you this long. However, I also made a sacrifice. The video was made at night, this video. I know the lighting is good, but those are just very good lights, LED lights, I think. Let me not even bother. But nonetheless, thank you for watching this video. It might be a while before I make the next one, but until then, God bless you.